One. Welcome, everybody, our Scuttle buddies all over the Twitterverse. Welcome to this is going to be pretty exciting, Brad. This is the team Red 5 versus our friend, our compadre, Mr. Trevor Beast 454. I know a lot of people have been shaking in their boots at the news that they were going to battle Mr. Trevor Beast in some Star Wars trivia tonight on the Squadron Showdown. Red 5 Network versus Trevor Beast. This is going to be a fantastic main event. This is Row, Mr. TK2. You know what? I've had probably one too many summer shandies because I don't know what my TK number is
I
anymore.
hope
But
you weren't on duty when you were drinking.
how's it going, everybody? And we are here for, we can call this our first edition, our first ever show, the Squadron Showdown. How you doing, Brad?
I'm doing great. Considering how many spirits I've seen consumed already, this is going to get more and more interesting as we go along. We might start getting some Star Trek answers, or I don't know, Space Odyssey or something. I don't know. But it's
I
going to be a
think
fun
so.
show.
I think so. I think so. Yeah. So welcome everybody. We are on the Red 5 YouTube, I think, as well as the Scare of Podcast Twitch channel. And thank you very much for joining us. If you guys are unfamiliar with the Scare of Scuttlebutt podcast, head on over to Twitter and follow us at Scare of Podcast over on the socials, wherever you find your favorite podcast. We are also available there. Scare of Podcast. We do a lot of fun stuff. We talk about Star Wars, and we got a lot of friends tonight from the Red 5 Network. If you guys are unfamiliar also with the Red 5 Network, we've been all over the place hashtagging this and that. Head on over to red5network.com. You guys can check out all the fun stuff that we have been doing. We got a lot of fun stuff heading our way tonight on the first ever Red 5 Squadron Showdown. Brad, tell us a little bit about our little fun night. I got my summer shandy ready to go. And what else? What else is going on, man?
Well, I'm excited. We've announced a few things on Twitter and on the previous podcast that we had, but we have some good guests coming up on the Scuttlebutt. We got on May 25th, the actual Star Wars Day. We're going to be interviewing the one and only Claudia Gray, author of many great Star Wars books. And then shortly thereafter, at the beginning of June, we'll be interviewing Kevin Scott. So if you've recently read Dooku Jedi Lost, you're going to want to tune into that one. And both of them are involved in the new High Republic project. I doubt we'll be able to get many answers out of them, but we're going to try, but it's probably going to be unsuccessful. But yeah, they're both involved in the High Republic, so that's pretty good. And I think you got some good information about some happenings in Chicago coming up.
Yeah, that is true. So, actor Dominic Pace and friend of the podcast, friend of all of our Red 5 Network podcast as well, is going on a signing tour. He's calling it the what Be Kind Rewind tour. No, it's the Support Local Business Tour 2020.
Business, yep.
And he's gonna go to city, a nice little city tour, do some signings and appearances at small comic book shops all across the Midwest, and Chicago is one of his stops. If you guys remember, Chicago was the site of Celebration Chicago last year, and we've been wanting to get him here to Chicago. We wanted to get him last year for ScarifCon 2019, but he was, I think he was traveling for something, so he was headed to the West Coast, so we couldn't have him, but we still had fun. So this year, ScarifCon 2020, I guess, will be part of his signing tour here in Chicago. Again, Alley Cat Comics on the north side in the Andersonville neighborhood. If you guys are local, please check them out. And in July, he will be here in Chicago, sponsored by the Scare of Scuttlebutt podcast. We are going to host him and organize his trip here to Chicago. So that is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to
And
have.
what should they be wearing when they go out to that?
I'm glad you asked, Brad. We have commissioned a T-shirt, and we're adding more designs. We have the Scarif. I'm sorry, the Dominic Pace Tour T-shirts on our T Public shop, and a lot of people have purchased a few of them. It's got a nice design of the gecko character that he is famous for in The Mandalorian. His name on the front and the touring dates and cities on the back. So that's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys head over to T Public, just look for Scarif Podcast and pick up a shirt or two. And if you are lucky enough to be in one of his touring cities, put that shirt on. Tell him the Scarif Scuttlebutt sent him and sent you, and see what he says. Hopefully, you can see him in one of the cities.
Even cooler, those proceeds are going to go to the Krennic Cares project that we're running. So please check out that hashtag on Twitter, Krennic Cares, all one hashtag. We want to give to some charities out there. There's a lot of good charities in need right now. So please check out that hashtag, and we're going to use those proceeds from those sales for that. He's already agreed to it for, I think he said 100% on those T Public sales. So please go check that out.
Definitely. Yeah, it's we've had some really great interactions with Krennic Cares. You guys take a look at the hashtag, and it's really cool. We love giving back. We love supporting the stuff that we like. We've had artists on the show featuring their artwork. We've had people from behind the scenes, just talking about their love for the franchise. Obviously folks like Yoshi Vu and David Espinoza, two great guys. I've maintained a friendship with them. So it's great. Also, we've had Aubrey Eden Dukes, the really great artist that drew the gecko character that we see all over the place. She's one of many artists that have been commissioned by Dominic to draw the gecko character. But hers is one of our favorites. We had a show with her a couple of episodes ago, and great talent and very excited. So, yes, Krennic Cares, check that out. Hashtag Krennic Cares, 2 N's. We've had a lot of interaction with that post, and a lot of people have given us some really great charities that they believe in, that we will definitely take a look at. And did we set a date for the announcement? No, we want to be able to raise a little bit more money with those T-shirts to try to see if we can kind of up the ante. I know we are giving away, we are actually donating $200 initially, even without the sales of the T-shirts, to a charity that we select based on your suggestions through the Krennic Cares initiative, and we really appreciate everything that you guys have done, and all the charities that you have selected to hopefully have us donate. So the T-shirts for Dominic are also going to be part of that. So the more T-shirts folks buy, the bigger that pot will be. And one lucky charity will be able to get the donation from all of that. So it's fantastic. Trying to not only keep our fans entertained and engaged, but we also love to show our appreciation for the things that have happened to us. In our first year of the Scarif podcast, we've been so lucky to have made so many connections here. Folks that are in the green room, Lauren from the Galactic Podcast, Trevor Beast 454, and I see he's got the Chicago Celebration Chicago T-shirt on. That's fantastic. And Rob is sending me a special message right now. I wish I could show it to you, but we'll have to wait and see. And Charles of Conversations Podcast, one half of that podcast, and the other half is busy working on the front lines during this terrible thing that the world is engulfed in. But aside from that, I think tonight is a night to celebrate. Tonight is a night to have fun and just kick back and count our blessings because we definitely have lots of those. Take a swig, brother.
Oh yeah, not nearly as good as what you got, but it's wet.
And I just want to acknowledge some folks too in the chat, whether they're on Twitch or YouTube. Followers of the Force podcast. Definitely, I see your message. We definitely need to get together in Florida. Jedi Temple Archives. What are you doing over there? Oh, I see. I got you. I got you. But yeah, I mean that would be an amazing thing. You know, if we can get once we get past all of this COVID stuff, that would be a fantastic thing to kind of just get together. Cam Ray, you know, we put this together a couple of days ago, and he's been. I think he's been waiting here for like a week already in the chat. So.
He's studying for some reason. I don't know why.
But yeah, Squadron Showdown. Let's tell the folks a little bit about what they're going to expect today, and why are we here, man? What's all the ruckus?
The ruckus is I want to belittle these people, show everybody how much they don't know about Star Wars, and hopefully stump Trevor a couple times along the way.
Yeah, that would be great. But you know what? I just want to say that we have such a great group of people at the Red5 network. They're pretty smart. They're pretty knowledgeable. You know, I listen to all their podcasts, and Brad, I think they know what they're talking about.
I think so too. You know, looking through these questions, they are definitely all very answerable, and I think they'll do pretty well. We'll see how much they want to wager on that final question, though. I didn't know the answer right off the bat to the fun. Maybe I did at one point, but we'll see how much they're willing to wager once we get to the final question.
Awesome. All right.
You want me to wait till you want me to wait till all the guests come on to go over the rules again?
Sure. You know, you did mention a couple of things upcoming on the Scarif podcast, and when we get our participants up there, we'll ask them specifically what, excuse me, what they're working on.
Absolutely.
But we also have another episode. We just released an episode that I was on with Josh and Andy over at Holo Chronicles. It was all about collecting Star Wars, and if you guys are Star Wars collectors, obviously you can kind of tell that I am a little crazed as far as collecting, but yeah, it was a really great discussion between the two guys over at the other network, and it was a lot of fun. I love the way it turned out. The episode turned out. We had some great voicemails to contribute, folks that were talking about why they collect. It was really cool. So if you guys haven't caught up, check out that episode on collecting. And we have another episode coming up as well. I think we're going to record that after Claudia Gray on Monday.
Yeah.
But you're excited about that. What is that going to be all about? Let's tell people.
Yeah, I've been teasing it a little bit on Twitter from the Scarif podcast account, and that's going to be all about propaganda. It was actually Pablo Hidalgo that published the book that came out a few years ago about propaganda, and it covers the different time periods. If you haven't gotten that book, you should definitely get your hands on that book. It's on Amazon. I did check it. And that book's so cool because it does actually come with a few little posters that you can put up on your wall. It's got Imperial and Rebel propaganda. But that episode's all going to be about propaganda. How would the Galactic Civil War have been sold to the galaxy from both sides of the house? How would the Imperials have sold it? How would the Rebels have sold it? What would the people of the galaxy have thought about the Rebel Alliance? Would they have seen them as heroes for freedom? Or would they have seen them as the Empire would have sold them as, which would have been terrorists going around blowing up government installations? So there's going to be some real life talk about propaganda and how it works, and then we'll get into the Star Wars universe and what picture what you would have seen if you were living at that time, in that galaxy. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That is a mind blower for sure. From time to time, we kind of go off on these deep dives, and I really, really enjoy it. While everybody's talking about the next rumors or casting rumors or whatever, I really, really love and enjoy just kind of like going right in and diving deep into these other topics.
Absolutely.
And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to hear too. People kind of chime in as well, and I know you've already had a couple of posts announcing that, and people are starting to talk about that. So
Yep.
that's really good.
There's a quiz that we put out, or I'm sorry, a poll that we put out on the Twitter account, and I was surprised how many responses we got to it. Normally we get votes, but not responses. We got a bunch of responses to that one,
Right.
and so if you can find that, I'll retweet it at some point tonight. But a lot of good discussion already. And people actually brought up, the core worlds, how they would have seen it, the outer rim, how they would have seen it, and those things matter. Location matters. So yeah, definitely check out that thread too. That's a good primer for some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about on that episode.
That's awesome. We got 2med2 in the chat. We've got Rural Farm Boy. I think he is on Twitch. Hello, Rural Farm Boy. What is happening? And I hope you brushed up on your Star Wars trivia, because tonight is going to be really fantastic. So tell the folks, what can we tell the folks? I think we've got a good crowd ready to go. I don't
Yep.
know if you want to give everybody a little heads up as far as who we have playing against Trevor Beast, Quiz Master over at sporkle.com. If you guys want some more questions about Star Wars, and I think they have other stuff on there too, but his section is really challenging. I know we've had we've had some Century Mode questions on the Scare podcast that left all three of us, Alex, you and myself, scratching our heads. So I don't want to alarm any of our contestants, but Trevor Beast, there's a reason that he's got Beast in his name, because damn.
Or it could just be that he didn't make his bed and then it looks like a beast. I don't know. But yeah, we got Lauren from the Galactic podcast. She's going to be competing. We got Charles from Conversations. We got Rob from JTA, the Jedi Temple Archives, and we got Charlie. So Charlie Skywalker is here, and they are all going to compete for the pride of the Red5 Team Red5. Obviously, as you mentioned, hashtags, we are all Red5 here, but they're going to be representing the network here, and we don't want to walk away with our heads tucked between our tails.
Excellent.
Giving it to Trevor.
Awesome. All right. So whenever you are ready to go, unless you have anything else that you'd like to add, we can go ahead and start this ball rolling.
Let's do it.
All right. So I am going to start you guys off, but then I'm gonna head backstage to start bringing people in, and I'm just gonna follow your lead, brother. I got my finger ready on these banners and questions, and I'll be the man behind the curtain. So I will catch you guys on the tail end of this, but I'll be around. And good luck to everybody.
Thanks, Ro. And for everybody that's in the chat, I appreciate you guys coming out. I asked you guys via Twitter if you wouldn't mind heckling the contestants. The only thing I do ask is that you don't, when I read the questions, don't post the answer to the questions. Just keep track on your own how you're doing on the questions, and see how you would stack up against our contestants. So let's bring on the first contestant. Lauren. Is Lauren here from the Galactic podcast?
Hello there.
Hey.
What's going on, Brad?
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Nervous and excited, yeah. See how I do.
You've been doing any studying? Any?
I've done trivia before, so I'm just gonna go off of my knowledge. See
Sweet.
how it goes.
You guys have been busy over there on your podcast. What kind of stuff you got going right now?
Yeah, we just obviously dropped our episode today. We did our talk on Cassian Mando rumors talk. And then we just did Kevin Kiner last week, so that was really fun. Yeah, then we got some other stuff in the works, so I'm excited. We're
You
excited.
gonna give any teasing for what you got in the
No,
works?
I'll tweet it out once
right.
I get everything confirmed. I will
No
tweet it
scoops.
out for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Stuff in the works. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here, and good luck.
Thank you.
And let's bring on Charles from the Conversations podcast.
Hello.
Charles, how you doing, buddy?
Absolutely fantastic. Hey, Lauren, how you doing?
Good, Charles. How are you?
Very, very good.
Very good.
You've been getting ready for the?
No, I actually wrote very small, tiny notes, and they're all in the bill of my hat right here. So I am good to go.
I
That's
hope you got
cheating,
small
Charles.
handwriting.
That's cheating.
Oh, I mean, yes,
Nice.
studying. Mhm.
As long as it's written in Orabesh, as long as it's completely legal.
Correct. It's not in a language anybody else can understand except Rob, and of course I'm a
That's right.
Christian. So,
That's nice.
So what do you got going on over there on your podcast?
well, we of course are celebrating our second week of the very popular banter fodder show that we launched last week, and our new hosts of our show. Our wives. So I'm hoping she's going to come in here soon and answer all these questions for me because she's apparently much more popular and knowledgeable than I am. So that was very good. And our next episode, actually, we're going to be looking at a deep dive on a planet that a certain YT-13 transport vehicle was built on. So I don't know if that's enough of a hint there, but yeah. So that's what's coming up soon.
Ooh, that's vague. I'm not sure which one that is.
That could be one of the trivia questions, maybe, huh?
No such luck to you, sir. I don't think so.
Dang.
But I mean, it might be. It's been a while since I looked at these questions. Maybe you'll get lucky, but I don't think so.
Sweet. I got one in the bag.
Thank you for being here, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
So let's bring on Rob from the Jedi Temple Archives, who's been preparing in his own way.
Right.
You mean drinking? Is that what he's been
All
doing
the
to
answers
study?
are right here.
Yeah.
Right on cue.
Aurelian brandy.
Exactly. I actually have also prepared a little cheat sheet, which I have conveniently located on the bill of Charles' hat. And, I've been studying for the past 43 years, so we should be good to go.
All right. What's going on over in the JTA?
Still on the every other week rota that we've been doing kind of during the quarantine that we've been under. And I've got a show coming up this week. I'm going to kind of keep it on the down low what that's about because I haven't settled on the topic yet. But looking forward to a little meetup with Pat and Charles down in Orlando in about 3 weeks. So that's going to be
Nice.
You'll probably read about it in the news.
Yeah, that's hot.
If you guys could divert those funds for the fundraiser for our bail, that'd be wonderful.
Oh yeah,
Very
we'll set
happy.
some aside for you. Just don't make the front page.
Is there any other
Actually,
page
any
to
press
make?
is good press. Make sure you're wearing a Red5 T-shirt when you get arrested. That'll make for a good mugshot. So, all right. Thank you for
Well,
being
hi,
on, and good luck to you. May the force be with you. And let's bring on Charlie Skywalker, who hopefully is by his camera now because he said he wasn't by his camera.
Doing the
Charlie,
backstroke in that fish tank.
Charlie was on a few minutes ago, but his connection might be a little choppy. And but let's skip Charlie for now and
right.
see who else we can bring.
All right. Well, I don't think you guys really want to bring, but we got Trevor. So let's bring on Trevor
Right
Beast.
on the beat.
Yep, I guess that leaves me. I'm super pumped to be a part of this. I mean, I'm the curator of Star Wars on Sporkle.com. I'm not the Quiz Master, as Ro always says, but, hey, I'll try to be the Quiz Master tonight.
You're talking a lot of big talk there. You better be able to back it up.
Well, I mean, you put me as the main contender, like in the photo op. It's Red5 versus Trevor Beast 454. So, I will say I think my odds are greater than 1/5. From 5 to 1, considering there's 4 other competitors. But I'd still say it's less than half.
Well, if Charlie doesn't come back on, then you just went up to 25% chance of winning.
Yeah.
You're just going up by the minute.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But how's life where you are? What do you got going?
Well, not too much other than just the Sporkle curating. I just gave a curator pick to Mandalorian character by Funko Pop. That's a very great quiz, even though that has nothing to do with these questions tonight. And yeah, I guess that's about it Star Wars wise.
I just kind of pictured if you didn't already own the Trivia Pursuit that you went out and bought it this week and just memorized every single question that was on there.
No, I did not do that, but I did watch a Trivial Pursuit 1.5 hour long YouTube video yesterday. So that kind of prepared me.
So you're pretty busy right now then, huh?
I mean, I don't know. The Trivial Pursuit, 90-minute video was very helpful.
It was while he was making the bed.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect timing.
You got a haircut, man. I like it.
Yeah, I did
that. Tight.
Yeah.
Rob, I like your haircut. Looks real good.
Thank you. I took care of that today. I had to make sure I had it nice and shined up for tonight.
Nice.
And you'll never see my haircut because it's under here. All right. So we will row, unless we got somebody to take Charlie's spot. We'll just go ahead and roll with who we got here, unless there's another contender out there. But I'll go ahead and oh wait.
No, just roll.
Oh, just you? Okay. You just got to get your face on there. Got to get your screen time. All right. Okay. I didn't mean to make him go.
If I knew it was that easy, Brad, I'd have had to do it before.
I'm gonna go over the rules. So there are 6 rounds, plus a final round where I'm gonna ask you guys all the same question. But I'm gonna ask you guys questions one at a time, and the categories are the Cantina, which is scenes, aliens, cameos, etc. The Force, for every action there is a reaction, whatever that means. Heroes, Villains, and Scoundrels, which speaks for itself. The Saga, movie plots, A Galaxy Far, Far Away, which can be planets, cities, buildings, vehicles. And Hyperspace, which is the wild card round. The final question will come from the wild card category, so it could be anything. The points for the questions, each round will be worth that amount of points. So round 1 will be worth 1 point, and all the way up to round 6, which will be worth 6 points. And I let you guys all pick your order. Hopefully I got those right, but whatever I got is the order that I'm going to ask the questions in. Hopefully it's what you requested. If not, I'm sorry. You can complain to the producer backstage. So we chose those ahead of time. And and the final category, like I said, from in the hyperspace category, and you can bet however much you want, and from 0 all the way up to however many points you have at that point, and then we'll declare a winner. After that, winner gets bragging rights until the next time we do this competition. Like I said, for those in the chat, request that you don't type out any, blurt out any answers that you might know. You can make fun of them ahead of, or, after the fact if they don't know the answer. But something that we didn't let you guys know, we're going to let you each have one phone a friend, and the phone a friend will be the chat room. So you get basically one get out of jail free card. Use that wisely. You'll get one each. I don't foresee Trevor needing to use that. I'm going to deduct him 10 points.
No pressure.
If he uses it. So, yeah, you guys got any questions on the rules?
I still think 10-point deduction is just not fair.
Again, talk to the producer. He's backstage.
All right.
He will field all those questions for you.
You meant for us,
Okay.
Brad. He wants 50. 50-point deduction for him.
All right. If you guys don't have any other questions, then we will go ahead and get going. And the first question goes to Lauren, and it's out of the Galaxy Far, Far Away. And your question for 1 point, Lauren. Which vessels does Luke in the Millennium Falcon gunport say are, quote, coming in too fast?
TIE fighter?
All right, you got a point. See, it's easy, Easy day.
Hooray. Huzzah.
All right, you are on the board.
All right.
All right. Charles, you're up next. And you also went for a galaxy far, far away, I believe, first.
Yep.
Slightly harder than the one that Lauren got, I think.
Oh,
So
great. Wonderful.
You'll be fine. You'll be
Here, let me
fine.
take a swig here just to help
Uh,
along.
You got
How
it,
many
Charles.
How many times is the Imperial probe droid hit by blaster fire before it self-destructs?
Wait a second. Wait a second. You mean this thing right here?
Yeah, that one right there. But this one's slightly less intact than that one.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna go with 2, Brad. That second one being the deadly one.
That's right. 2 is the correct answer, and you are on the board.
Woo!
1
like to
point.
think-
All
I like to
right.
give half of my point to Rob for supplying me with said Imperial droid.
You paid for it all yourself, so you're big.
All right. Rob was very creative with his question order, and he just went down the card. So his
Fate wills it.
first question is from the Cantina. Which creature's death prompts Jabba the Hutt to declare, "They will all suffer for this outrage"?
Well, my son called it the Grancor, but I think we all better know it as the Rancor.
Well, I'm going to count your first answer, which was Grancor.
I thought it's just a one pointer.
Just
for
keep
another
drinking,
bonus
Rob.
point-
You'll be all right.
What was the Rancor's name?
Eddie's mom. I'm gonna go with Eddie's mom.
Trevor, you know?
Jabba's Rancor.
See, I'm trying to get in Trevor's head already.
Yeah.
But that was one of the questions at
Or
Dragon
the
Con.
Rancor.
Rancor's name. Yeah. So we'll take that. We'll look that up later. All right, Trevor, you ready?
Mhm. Sure, hit me.
Pointer. And yours comes from the saga. Who makes the announcement that Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Chewbacca are to be cast in the pit of Carkoon? So let me read that again, just to make sure you.
Okay. Well,
Who makes the announcement that Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Chewbacca are to be cast into the pit of Carkoon?
I'm going to say that C-3PO is the one who says it in basic from Jabba's announcement. So C-3PO in basic, Jabba and Huttese. Is that acceptable?
I believe that's adequate enough, Trevor. Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
All right.
No time
That's a,
stamp in the week.
that's a
Wow.
tricky one. That's an excellent job there, Trevor.
All right. Thank you.
All right. First round is done. Tie game across the board. So good job. We'll go back to Lauren for round 2. Coming from the Cantina. Your question. Who maintains that the Trade Federation blockade of Naboo is, quote, perfectly legal?
Newt Gunray?
Of course.
Yes. All right.
Correct.
Woohoo.
Newt Gunray. All right. Charles, you ready?
Not really, but go for it.
Use the brim,
If you
Charles.
guys keep getting these all right, you're going to have to drink when you get a correct answer. Just so we can.
Oh, we already are. It's 1 drink if you get it right, 2 if you get it wrong.
That's right. That's right.
And 4
All right,
before-
Charles. Who
Yes.
tells Qui-Gon Jinn? Who tells Qui-Gon Jinn, you Jedi are far too reckless?
Ooh. Well, he was still alive, correct? Because they wouldn't say it was a dead body.
You would assume so.
Right. Right. Oh, nice. I'm going to say there's no-
The whole internet is watching you right now.
absolutely, yeah. I'm just working it through.
By that I mean all 3 people in our chat room are watching you right now.
I do have a 10-second count though, don't I?
That's right, and you're -5 of it right now.
All right, sweet. So I'll go with Shmi Skywalker. How about that?
Oh, that is incorrect.
His
All
Anybody
right, I
cousin
broke the ice,
works-
everybody.
Can we
his
steal?
cousin works in our emporium.
It was Padme.
Yeah.
It
Padme.
was.
Padme when they were going to get their sweet seats for the pod race,
Yep.
Ah, yes.
and he was just trolling her the entire time.
And now you know
So,
why
yeah.
I put this one at the front.
That's all right. So yeah, that was only a 2-pointer, so you'll be fine. All right, Rob. Question number 2, coming from the Force. Who slices off Jango Fett's head with one stroke of his lightsaber?
Are you kidding me?
Oh boy. I need to count. How much time do I have? left?
Charles.
The Grand Corps.
I'm gonna go with Jedi Master Mace Windu.
Did you say Jedi Master just to spite me, Rob? Is that what you did? There?
No. I wanted to give his full formal title.
All right, yeah, it was definitely Mace Windu at the end of Attack of the Clones.
Very good.
All right, last question for
That proves I
round.
am one of the 3 people who made it to the attack of the end of the Attack of the Clones. So
You just start at the end of Attack of the Clones.
well, that's true. That's true.
You're just there for the wedding scene.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know about sand.
I was wondering, when George wrote all those jokes for C-3PO and R2-D2 at the end, like, did anybody tell him, George? Nah, man.
No.
Do you think anybody would say no to George? Come on now.
No, yeah.
All right, yeah.
So
What do you
beside
think?
myself. All right, Trevor's getting antsy. He's like, just give me my damn question.
Sorry,
Calm
John.
down. It's coming. All right. What is the speaking? Look at this segue. I'm the master of segues and stuff. What is the first beast
Oh,
in the Geonosian execution arena to die?
I'm going to go with the Nexu, as I believe it was stabbed by the Reek's, spiked head. So the Nexu.
I'm sorry. That is correct.
All right, there we go.
Going there, didn't I?
Yeah, sure.
you had me hoping. Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
So end of round 2. Everybody's tied except for Charles. Who's
I
still-
broke everybody's ice. You can thank me
That's
later.
Don't forget, you've got your get out of jail free card too.
Mm-hmm. You still
I
got
mean,
that.
So that's
Phone a
the-
flat.
I would hate.
Nobody's talking. Nobody's talking in the chat, so we may have lost all the phone to friend. I don't know. I did tell him not to blurt out any answers, though.
all tied except Charles. Oh, that's nice. That's very, very
You can
nice.
phone Eddie's mom, but are you going to get heavy breathing? So
Oh my god.
I wouldn't want to call Pat because I wouldn't want to interrupt an IV line or something. So.
Yeah.
Hey, priorities, man. Priorities.
the real lifeline that he's in the midst of applying.
He can put you on speaker.
That's true. That's true. FaceTime.
All right, round 3. Lauren's up first, as always.
Whew.
And this is coming from Hyperspace, which is the wild card. Who is the first to volunteer for Han Solo's Endor command crew?
Ah, Chewie. Chewbacca.
Yep, definitely. All right.
What's the get out of jail free card again?
It's phone a friend. If anybody's left in the chat room, you can ask them.
Gotcha.
All right. You think you're going to need it already?
Hey. I'm firmly rooted in being a realist.
All right.
I never claimed I was a good trivia person.
Uh-oh, you don't know much about Padme, and here's another question about Padme.
Sweet.
Who asked Padme Amidala, when stepping down as queen, to continue her service as a senator? I'm actually sorry that you got this question. And if you want to use that phone a friend now, Charles, you can.
I will use the phone a friend. So what?
All
I got
right.
someone in the chat.
Yep.
Rural
if
Farm
anybody's
Boy.
in
It says
chat-
Rural Farm Boy says phone me. So
like,
there you go,
All
Charles.
right. RFB. Do I just text RFB? Let me know.
All right.
Help. I need somebody
right.
help. I could sing. Will that count for a? Will that count for a?
You had to do a Schitt's Creek Alexis song.
Ah.
Inside joke for me and Charles.
Yes, it is.
That would just be a.
I think Little Farm Boy offered to help and then went to get a drink.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just waiting for
no,
the.
no Google, no Google out there in the country, Farm Boy.
Okay, anybody help me.
David Scott says Captain Panaka. By the way, the entire chat room can chime in on this one.
Right.
I'll give you guys a few more seconds if you guys want to. I don't know what that. What was that?
Genitals.
That could have been. That was a Trandoshan, I think.
So I've got one option of Captain Panaka so far, and then David then proceeds to say your mom. Wonderful.
And we all know we all know Cam's answer.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, final answer. I'm going to go with Palpatine.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
Charles, you're a great contestant.
But a
Uh-oh.
crappy
That was
trivia-
wrong. That was wrong.
Who is it?
Anybody? Anybody?
I was gonna guess the Queen, Padme's successor,
You know her name?
I don't.
the Queen of Naboo.
Queen Indian lady.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly pronounced that way. Queen Jemima.
So would I have had to have known
Jafar,
that the
Jafar.
correct answer?
Yeah, I mean it was the Queen. So I mean you can. Her name is Jamilia, Queen Jamilia.
Right. That's cool.
Okay, yeah,
The Queen
Yeah.
would have been.
Me,
Yes,
that checked out.
You didn't have that one on your bill, did you, Charles?
no,
And we've got University of Coruscant.
I am just here to add to the bell curve of failure. So I'm succeeding very well.
Well, now that we have the famous Sonny Ravencourt in the crowd,
Yeah.
things should get very interesting.
Very
Oh,
good.
Hey, lady,
now
I'll
Rural
show you.
Farm Boy
Her
comes back
Royal
in
Highness.
chat.
His Google finally, his low connection finally went through. You gotta be quicker, Rural Farm Boy.
It's hand cranked.
Charles,
likes
I
it.
appreciate you. You're making my life easier keeping track of the score. So
Hey, I'm all here for you.
I appreciate that. All right, Rob. Let's see, round 3. What we got here? Oh yeah, you're going in order.
Yeah.
Who
I like
gives the order to evacuate the remaining ground staff during the rebel retreat from Hoth?
Princess Leia.
I think Charles is just getting mad at every single question I ask Rob. I knew that one.
No, not just Rob. Everybody else. Well, Rob, yes, but everyone else as well.
Leia, Princess of Alderaan. Is that a more complete and correct answer?
Princess of former Alderaan.
Yes.
Is the-
Princess of the scrapyard of the asteroid belt, formerly known as Alderaan.
It's too soon. Too soon.
Asteroid belt.
Why is it always too
43
soon with
years
Alderaan? All right, Trevor. Going with the wild card. Whose body lies in state holding a pendant made from a Japor snippet?
That has to be Padme Amidala.
I was going to say, do you want to let Charles answer that for you?
No,
You should know by now.
You forgot her formal title.
Cheers.
Okay, well, Senator, former Queen,
Yes.
Padme
It's all very confusing.
Amidala. There you go.
All right. End of round 3. We still have a 3-way tie for first, and Charles is in second. So that's
I'm the
pretty
only one
exciting.
there.
Mhm.
I'm the only
Still
one
in
there.
striking distance. All you got to do is bet nothing on the final round, and maybe they'll bet everything, and you'll be in business.
Right.
So let's go to round 4. And Lauren, going with heroes, villains, and scoundrels. Who does Anakin ask about immediately after donning the Darth Vader armor for the first time?
Wow. Jeez, man. At minute 12.
I really want to pass this to Charles just so he has to answer it. That would be Padme Amidala.
Yes, that would be. Charles, do you agree? Would that be Padme?
Can
I got to ask our rural farm boy just a second.
I concur? Yeah. Can you concur that?
Ouch.
All right. Charles's next question is worth 9 points, so he can catch up.
Thank you.
Let's see here. All right, round 4 for Charles. Wild card.
Great.
What Nautilin Jedi from Watery Glee Ensemble has physical features that are based on a rejected design for a Sith apprentice? What Nautilin Jedi from Watery Glee Ensemble has physical features that are based on a rejected design for a Sith apprentice?
Well, I'll give you a good guess. I'm going to go for Kit Fisto.
Of course. Kit Fisto.
Thank the Lord. Not the Sith Lord. And also thank you for the word Nautilin, because the watery world. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought. It took a rewatch of Clone Wars. I thought Solo was the first time they mentioned Glee Ensemble. I didn't realize how many times they mentioned it on Clone Wars, which is a bunch of times. So that was a pretty cool connection between Solo and the Clone Wars cartoon.
I would just like a complete round of applause for my correct answer. Thank you very much. Thank you. There you go. Thank you.
How about a social?
Oh, there we go. Cheers.
All right, Rob. Round 4 for you from the saga. What phrase does Lando Calrissian use to refer to Chewbacca while talking to Darth Vader? Which phrase does Lando Calrissian use to refer to Chewbacca while talking to Darth Vader?
The Wookiee. Princess Leia and the Wookiee were to remain here.
The Wookiee is correct.
Yes. Thank you. Golf clap.
Mm-hmm.
Golf clap.
All right, Trevor. Going with a galaxy far, far away.
Mhm.
How many engines power an escape pod from the Tantive 4?
All right, I'm going with 4.
Look at Trevor's confidence just bubbling over now. You have to explain it. You always have an explanation for all your answers, Trevor.
I'm pretty sure this was on the Trivial Pursuit YouTube video that I watched. So that's why.
Well done, Trevor. Well done.
The answer is 4. Correct.
Let's go. All right.
And I've
There you
never
go,
pronounced it incorrectly, rural farm
There you go.
boy, since
Oh my
you
gosh.
corrected me.
All right. Just like that, we got 10 for everyone except Charles is at 5. All right. Just the way I like it.
He's still in second place.
All time except
Don't make fun of
Charles.
him.
You know,
Char-
All right.
Pat's got the other 5 points, so
I mean, I'm just glad you're all talking about me so much. It's very, very good for my confidence in my social factor.
And Rural Farm Boy, I refuse to call it Tantive. No, it was always Tantive, but just recently, like in audiobooks and stuff, they've started calling it Tantive. I don't support that. It's AT-AT.
phonetically it should have never been Tantive, but
I don't know what I mean. Look at the word. Look at the word. It's
Star
Tantive.
Wars Kukodon Pahonix doesn't have it as Tantive.
Trevor, just out of curiosity, what channel had a Star Wars
Okay.
Trivial Pursuit
Yes.
on it?
Yeah, I know. I figured you'd ask that. It's called Nerd Barrage. Okay, of course that.
Are you looking
They
that
made
up
this-
as I asked that question?
Well, you know, I just made a comment saying this was entertaining, and then they hearted the comment, so that's why I got the thing. But yeah, Star Wars Trivial Pursuit-ish game show, Nerd Barrage. It's got 538 views, and you know they released that video back in March of 2016. So, yeah, I actually no, wait, that's. That actually, yeah, it might be that one. It might be another one. Who knows? Who knows? All right, next question or next round.
I'd just like to make a sort of a late breaking news update. Pat asked me by text how are we doing on the trivia night, and I said I've gotten 2 out of the 4 right, and he replied simply, "Lame." Oh, man. What a love.
I look forward to you releasing the photos of Pat's latest exploit.
Yes, that's tomorrow. Yeah, Rob is teasing something special that Pat has built out that you guys will all lose your minds tomorrow and very quickly erase this horrible presentation that I'm doing here tonight.
Thank you, Pat.
Not until we get 538 views, the same as the one that Trevor watched.
Yeah.
Then we'll delete it. All right. So everybody's in first except for Charles, who's in second. And he's just hustling the crowd, just waiting to strike.
Exactly.
Anytime now.
It's all psychological.
All right. So let's go with round 5 now, worth 5 points each. Charles, you can double your score.
I know.
It's like a true daily double for you.
I am psyched out so well.
All right, Lauren, from The Force. Who is Qui-Gon Jinn able to influence using a Jedi mind trick in the Phantom Menace? Who is Qui-Gon Jinn able to influence using a Jedi mind trick in the Phantom Menace?
Get out of jail free card.
Oh, give me a phone a friend. I'll do that. Let's try.
All right. She's using her phone a friend. So from the chat room, the question for Lauren, who is Qui-Gon Jinn able to influence using a Jedi mind trick in the Phantom Menace? I had to think about it. I'm surprised it's only one character, but thinking back on it, it actually is only one character that it worked on. Rural Farm Boy says Watto. Charmin, I don't think that's correct, but that's a good guess. Followers of the Force, Boss Nass. And Joey says Boss Nass. Luke says Watto.
I'll go with Boss Nass.
No, it's Boss Nass. Yeah, very good. Yes, the correct answer is Boss Nass.
That's right.
Still a perfect score for Lauren. Charles, ready to double his score.
Doesn't that sound awesome? I mean, just think about that. I'm ready to double my score.
Who else can see that?
You'd
Who
think
else can
it
say
would vault me into first place, but no, it doesn't.
Yep, as a couple people pointed out, the Jedi mind tricks don't work on Toydarians, so that's why it was not Watto. Watto actually made fun of him for trying to do that. All right, Charles, from the saga. Who orders the gunners on Darth Vader's flagship to intensify their forward fire power? If you get this wrong, we can no longer be friends. I'm sorry. So the question, so think carefully.
Yeah.
Who orders the gunners on Darth Vader's flagship, the Executor, in case you're wondering, to intensify their forward fire power? And apparently, if you just take out the bridge of a Super Star Destroyer, the whole thing just goes down. It's pretty good design on that. Royal Farm Boy, he didn't phone a friend. Don't you look at the screen.
I'm not. I don't have.
Dare look at the screen.
I have the chat is not open on my. I'm
okay.
Just working through the scene. Just working through the scene.
And it was not Iden Berzio's dad either.
Well, Lord knows Brad already helped you enough by naming the ship. So.
Yeah. Well.
Also, while you're thinking about it, I'm very mad that they changed this character's his rank. If you guys look at his uniform, his rank is incorrect in Return of the Jedi. It looks like he got a demotion between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, which still irks me to this day that all the special editions, they couldn't fix his chest candy.
What irks me is that Ro keeps on showing up my all-tied except Charles message on the screen. I'm going to go with General Veers.
Now we're not, I'm gonna help you out here, Charles. Now we talking about the Navy now. So normally with the Navy, it's an admiral in charge of these sorts of things.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I know you were just thinking about General Veers. And that was look at Trevor. Trevor getting mad
Trevor's
like this.
getting upset.
I'm doing this just because of Trevor's response. So, are you sure you want to make that your final answer?
Just go for it. I just want to see what Trevor's
You
going
meant Admiral Veer.
He meant
Admiral Veers. There you go.
No, he did not cross over to the Imperial Navy.
Okay.
The correct answer was Admiral Piet.
Piet. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Vader had like some sort of love thing for him, man. He avoided getting force choked out so many times.
Oh,
Charles, you should have just said Padme. You should have just said Padme.
I should have, really.
Stay on brand.
Eventually, it's going to be the right answer. Admiral Padme.
Jar Jar.
All right. Let's see. No, we're on Rob. All right. From the galaxy far, far away, what species sends its mounted soldiers into battle atop fleet two-legged Kadu? Which soldiers use the Kadu?
I'm going to go with the Gungans.
God.
Correct.
The Gungani.
We want their full species. And
Dummus Gungunus.
oh, there's a nice message from 2med2. Charles, do you even Star Wars?
Oof.
So as a reminder,
I think Charles thought this was Schitt's Creek trivia, so that's his fault.
As a reminder to the chat room, please do not give the answers until our contestants have had a chance to answer. And I appreciate your support and understanding, because Trevor's going to need your help, but he can't have it. So
I'd appreciate it if no one tells Governor Whitmer that I'm doing this, because I don't know if this violates our stay-at-home order.
Yeah, there are more than three of us.
I don't think we're even allowed to socialize over the internet.
No.
I'll be disinfecting my microphone when we get done. I feel dirty just doing this.
We should.
All right, Trevor, waiting patiently for his question. From the Force category, which Imperial officer does Darth Vader strangle to death while saying apology accepted? Oh, was this on your video too, Trevor? Is that why you're smiling?
No, it wasn't. It's Captain Nita. All right.
Yes. So, Captain Nita, it's a very good example of what not to do in the military. He could have just.
Some Schitt's Creek right there.
All right, there we go. All right. 15s all around, except Charles is at 5.
Thank you.
Trevor, that's my job.
Okay, well, I thought I should keep the score as well, just to help myself out.
All right, from backstage, they are still saying all tied except for Charles. But on a brighter note, he is still in second place and well within striking distance once we get to the final round.
I would remind the entity backstage that Charles had the ability to get the website online, and he probably had the ability to bring it down. So,
and the sad part is y'all picked the order of these things. So Charles, you may want to rethink your strategy for next time.
Well, if I fail on this Cantina category, well, we all know that Pat's the smart one.
Yep.
He's the one that actually Star Wars.
Yes. Oh, look at that. Rogue at Charles is awesome. See? Oh, my heart is full.
It's just because he's drinking backstage, and that's why he's putting that stuff up on the screen.
feeling loathing.
At least I'm making everybody laugh.
Right.
That's at least worth something.
Last round before the final round. Round 6, 6-point question. Everybody could be at 21 except for Charles, who will still be at 5 when we get done with this round. All right.
Prediction right there.
So for Lauren, who disables the power supply on Jabba the Hutt's sail barge? Who disables the power supply on Jabba the Hutt's sail barge?
I want to say Leia.
Are you gonna say Leia?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Leia. I'll say it confidently, Leia.
So is it Slave Leia? Is it Hut Slayer? Is it just Princess Leia? Are we
Hut
gonna go
Slayer.
there?
We'll go Hut
That's
Slayer.
right.
That's what we call her.
I like Hut Slayer. I think that was a cool.
Yeah, it
That's-
was. I do like that nickname.
And that's a good plug for our Claudia Gray episode of the Scare of Scuttlebutt coming up.
Hmm.
Shameless.
Shameless. Of course, it was the Hut Slayer herself, Princess Leia. So Lauren is at 21 points. All right, Charles.
Some workout. Sorry.
Michigan power.
There you go, Rob.
Maybe I should give you a true/false question or something like that.
Multiple choice.
Is Star Wars, Star Trek.
Single option, multiple choice.
We are gonna. I already defriended you, unfriended.
Unfriended.
But now we're gonna have to take away your geek card if you get this one wrong.
Oh, Pat's taken my geek card away a couple of times. I can tell you for sure. I've had to hand that over. So
Just answer Padme, Charles. Just say
Exactly.
Padme. I think that it's gonna work out for you.
This one would be odd if he answered Padme. So, what type of uniform is Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker wearing when he first meets Princess Leia face to face? I'll give you a hint. It's not Padme. He's not wearing Padme.
well, now
What type of uniform is Luke Skywalker wearing when he first meets Princess Leia face to face?
so this is meant to be the cantina, right?
This is the cantina, which is scenes, aliens. It's just whatever.
Okay, gotcha.
This is a scene in, I believe it's in A New Hope, Charles.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Have you seen that one, Charles? I think you've seen that one, right?
Yes,
Okay.
once.
Okay.
I think it came out in the 70s.
Which type of uniform?
It's kind of big.
is
You
Luke-
saw it in the theaters.
in the drive-in, actually. In the drive-in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he's wearing a stormtrooper uniform.
Everybody give it to him.
I think you have to give the name of the ID number, the operating number of the phone.
It's a TKB me.
For
Blank
you to get the
sheet.
points, Charles, which cell was she in?
2187.
Hmm.
Yes. Very good.
Okay, we are all tied at 28 points.
You're still 10 behind.
Calm down, Trevor.
10
Calm
behind
down.
Lauren. 10 behind Lauren. 4 behind myself and Rob.
Thank you, Trevor.
The funny
You
thing
can
is, Trevor
host
and I
next
are
time.
roommates.
Okay.
All right, Rob. Let's see. Number 6 from hyperspace. How many years does it take a growth accelerated clone to reach the virtual age of 20?
Jesus.
Hey, you went in order, man.
I
You
did.
went
I did. I'm going to use my phone chat.
You've probably been typing it anyway while I haven't been looking at the
Yeah.
chat room. All right.
I'm
All right,
here-
so-
Little Farm Boys probably retracted it twice, so you can let loose with it now, sir.
So for the chat room, we had a quick answer of 10. How many years does it take a growth accelerated clone to reach the virtual age of 20? We have 10 years. We have 69 years to reach 20 years. That seems kind of
That math
inefficient.
doesn't add up to me, but that's okay.
It's Star Wars math.
I refuse to give an answer until Rural Farm Boy has given the answer.
We do have 2 votes for 69, so that might be the answer, Rob.
That's true. I'm pretty sure it's not Eddie's mom.
Although I'd take that answer.
I guess we'll go with 10.
You sure you don't want to go 69?
I'm positive I don't want to go with 69. The Clone Wars
10
would have been
is
the
the correct
longest engagement in the history of Star Wars.
10 years is correct.
Thank you, guys.
Wow, they came through
All
for
right,
you.
Trevor, you want to give an
They
update on the
did.
scores before we give your
For
question?
me, they came through for you.
Well, Lauren's got 21. Rob has 21. Then Charles is at 11, and then I'm at 15.
Yeah, so you're barely ahead of Charles right now,
Mm.
just for the
Yeah.
record.
I know. I know that's how things work.
I should have watched a
Oh.
YouTube video.
Cheating ass son of a bitch.com.
We're not on the 7-second delay. We can't censor that stuff, Rob. Shit. All right. So
Nothing I've
Last
ever done has
category.
lasted 7 seconds, Brad. So I think you're safe.
we got heroes, villains, and scoundrels. Oh, man. Who chats about his plans to create a scanner to detect the transmitters hidden in slaves' bodies? Who chats about his plans to create a scanner to detect the transmitters hidden in slaves' bodies?
All right. I'm gonna go on a whim here and say Anakin Skywalker.
You sure it's Anakin Skywalker?
Yeah, I mean, Watto wouldn't care about the scan. I mean, Watto cares about keeping Anakin there on Tatooine, you know. But yeah, I think it would be Anakin who's that. I mean, he already created C-3PO, so it makes sense. He's like, okay, next thing would be the scanner. So I'll go with
correct.
that. All right, there we
Anakin
go.
Skywalker. Yep.
All right.
While they're having their little dinner party.
Yep.
Yep.
And that all checks out.
But did he really create C-3PO, or didn't he just kind of cobble them together?
All
From
right.
He assembled
I
them.
think
And there
I
are
think
scores right
it was
there.
one of those do-it-yourself-at-home kits.
All right.
Let me
Nice.
get a screen grab of that, please.
Okay. Well,
I was sure that Trevor was like scratching the scores into his
Oh
leg.
wait, that's a good
No.
shot there, Trevor. Just hold that. Hold
Yeah.
that Pat, so we can
I'm
maybe
trying as best
There you
I
go.
can.
I got it. I got it.
All right.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yep.
I don't know what to say, Trevor. You've been using an app to keep. Did you not think we were going to keep track of scores here,
Well,
Trevor?
I mean, it's a scorekeeper app. It's called Scorekeeper. It's very good at keeping scores. So
It's a built-in feature of the Star Wars Trivial Pursuit Black Series answer app.
Did they recommend that on the video that you watched yesterday, Trevor?
no, I've had the Scorekeeper app for at least 3 months now.
Okay, thank you, Trevor.
Yeah.
All right,
Charles
so,
is awesome.
you heard it here first. Charles is awesome. So, going into the final round, everybody's tied, except for Charles. Everybody's got 21 points, except for Charles, who is within striking distance at 11 points. So, hopefully you all followed my instructions and brought a piece of paper, because I'm going to be asking you all the same question at the same time, and you're going to write down your answer. But before you write down your answer, I want you to place your bets, or place your wager, how much you want to bet, anywhere between 0 and either
21
11?
or 11,
or 21.
depending on your point system.
And again, this is from the wild card category, hyperspace. So I'll give you guys a second to place your wagers.
Do we write those down or do we just tell you?
Oh no, you got to write those down.
Okay. All right.
I want Trevor cheating when he gets it wrong.
No. Yeah. I got mine on the opposite side of this Wits and Wagers card. So that's the number that I'm betting. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm
All
opening
right,
a new
then I'll give
website
you,
next week. By the way, it's called Spackle. It's all the wrong Star Wars answers.
They're going to go with the Schitt's Creek trivia website.
There you go. I do awesome in that.
Rob, are you drawing a picture?
He's drawing Brightree.
No, I'd be lying if I didn't say that I had briefly considered doing one of the Sean Connery Celebrity Jeopardy bits, but I am not doing that.
The category is not the penis mightier, Rob, so don't worry about that.
Or laser S words.
All right. Everybody got their wagers?
Yep.
I do.
All right. Here is the question. Which helpful Ewok character was portrayed by R2-D2 actor Kenny Baker?
Ooh.
Which helpful Ewok character was portrayed by R2-D2 actor Kenny Baker? And I'll give you guys about 30 seconds or so. If my producer was doing his job, we'd have some music right now. But I guess you get what you pay for.
I'm assuming Padme is not the right answer, right?
You never know. Charles, if you bet anything but 0, you're probably messing up at a high rate of speed.
Oh, I bet it all. Come on now. If I'm gonna
Let me
go
know
out,
how that worked out for you in a second here.
there you go. I mean, if I'm gonna be in second place, I'm gonna be in second place full tilt.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, jeez. All right.
All right, give you guys about 10 more seconds.
I'm not loving my odds here, but you get what you pay for.
Oh, I guess on Jeopardy, they start with the person with the least amount of points. So let me check the scores, see who that is. Trevor, you got those numbers still?
Yeah.
Okay. Lauren, the names aren't that long. I don't know.
Everyone's had time to Google it.
Nice, Rob.
All right, everybody got their answer?
Mhm.
Charles, you still writing?
Oh yes. But I am done.
You know,
Still
about-
writing, but he's done.
Like to show you, would you like me to show you how much I wagered first?
No, you're gonna give the. I'll ask the question. You're gonna give your answer, and then we'll see how much you wagered. All right. The question was for everybody: which helpful Ewok character was portrayed by R2-D2 actor Kenny Baker? Charles, you had 15 points going in. What was your answer?
I wrote down Turbis.
I hate you.
And guess what? That was worth 11 points right there.
You didn't. Yeah. I'll correct you.
I'm sorry that not only is that the wrong name, that is the wrong species.
Oh, wow.
So how much did you wager?
I did. I wagered 11. I wagered full 11 out
All
of
right.
15 points.
All right, Trevor, how many does that make for Charles?
A donut.
All right.
Uh,
All right. I'm sorry, but I think we got some good parting gifts for you.
You scored a perfect Fletcher.
ooh.
You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. But Rose laughing in the background, I'm sure. All right, Lauren.
You can't tell. I don't have a filter.
Okay, I went with Chief Gray. I'm terrible with Ewok names, so I'm probably gonna be wrong. And I wagered it all, 21.
So you are currently tied with Charles.
Woo!
See, look
Right
at
there
that.
with
Look,
the
you were
Charles.
catching right up, Charles. Look at that. That's the first time you've been tied with somebody since the beginning of the show.
It's comfy over here.
All right, Rob. What was your answer?
I went with the one that stole the speeder bike outside Field Bunker. Because that little bastard doesn't have a name. I don't care what you say. He has no name. And I wagered.
Ewok has no
I
name.
wagered 32 points. I borrowed Charles's 11 along with my 21. So
Okay, you are currently in second now with negative 11.
negative 11.
And Charles is now ahead of somebody.
You're
that was
not
a good
going to tell
move,
me
Charles.
that bastard has a name, are you?
Well, we'll see here in a second, Mr. I watched YouTube all week. Let's see if this question was asked in that hour and a half video that he watched. All right, Trevor.
It was not. It was not asked in any YouTube video that I've seen, and I just want to say that I know he was originally cast as Wicket, but then he had some food poisoning, and then therefore Warwick Davis had to step in.
You're filibustering, Trevor.
Wicket.
You're filibustering.
Yeah, I know. So then I'm like, okay, well, it's not Wicket because that's Warwick Davis, even though that was his original thing. So then I'm like, okay, it's either Log Ray or Chief Chirpa or some other random ass Ewok. So I just went with Chief Chirpa as just a guess of sorts, and then I wrote originally Wicket, but Chief Chirpa, I don't know, hopefully, and then 21. So let's see. If not, then it's a 4-way tie for 0.
All of our followers. No, wait.
I win. God damn it! I didn't know his name, but I know who it was.
Brad, can I just texted Pat. Can I show you my phone screen here?
Please do.
Okay. So this is
I don't know. Can you show us your phone screen?
Penny's sick day led to work success as an actor.
Wow. Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
So
are you in a
that's not
group
me,
chat
that's
with Trevor? Is that?
No, we're not friends anymore.
I don't want to know what you like. I feel like I need another question because I can't have the what. How do we advertise the results of this show?
It's a 4-way tie for 0.
What you watch? Damn it!
I mean,
I win.
What was the answer? I
mean,
want to know the answer. What was it?
I'm just keeping you guys.
What I thought it was Poplu or something. I mean, I wouldn't have got that. I was either thinking Wicket, which Warwick Davis, Chief Chirpa, which I wrote down, or Log Ray, who's this other.
Everyone
bro, that's Lucis. Drop an O, bro. Lucis.
Or we could do a thing.
And did you just say Poplu? Did you just say Poplu, Trevor?
You only said it because
because I read his phone there. So
I'm drunk.
So
the great answer was Poplu.
Yes, and no one wrote that down. So we can either just end it there. We could do a point reset and then go again with another question. I mean, it's up to you, Brad. You're the host here.
Well, let me go get my. Hold on, I gotta get one of my stage-hands to go get the game. See, now we're all tied, and now you can wager anything between. Wager anything between 0 and 1138. And hey, stage-hand, go give me the Trivial Pursuit box.
I should have wrote down 20. Like,
or Poplu, one or the other.
Yeah, I know.
I like
either one of those. I write down 20 or I write down Poplu.
I like the way you said that. I should have said something like Wicked or Poplu only after you read Pat's text message. That's awesome.
No. I wrote down originally Wicked before a text message was shown. Okay? Let the record show that.
And you also you both knew the sickness, which I didn't know, of course. That
food poisoning is a real thing.
From the heart.
It's a turn of three of justice.
You guys all suck.
All right. Oh, what? Hey,
I can't believe I don't get partial credit for knowing at least which of the damn Ewoks it was. What kind of game show are you running?
The game show where everyone ties with 0 points.
This is actually, I would have been perfect for me to wager a Sean Connery option.
Oh yeah, it would have been.
All right, so did everybody place their wagers? We're going with sudden death.
Yes.
Oh, whoops.
All right. Anything between 0 and 1138.
All right. Here goes nothing.
See how fast Trevor wrote 1138. All right.
We can all wager 0.
Hey, let it be known that so far Charles has done as well as Trevor has.
and I would like to know, have the record show that I was the trendsetter in setting that 0 that everybody wanted to be in on all of a sudden.
That's right. All right. Here is our sudden death. I'll give you another 30 seconds or so to answer the question. Who was the first character in the movies to mention the name Palpatine? Who is the first character in the movies to mention the name Palpatine? And I'll give you 30 seconds or so. Ro, are you
Wait.
thinking, or are you just blitzed?
Palpatine or the Palpatine?
Palpatine?
That would be my wife.
Yeah, because that's what I wrote. Where is the Palpatine?
The Palpatine, the Palpatine, the Palpatine.
I've got my wager ready to go.
Oh. Is that your best card?
Ooh. It's a nice best card there.
I also just want to note that Trevor, you look really good in that shirt.
Thank you, Ro. All right. It only cost me about $24. So,
You know, one of my buddies that went with us one of the days waited 7.5 hours in that line to get that T-shirt.
yeah, I only waited 33.
Hours?
No, 33 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's oddly specific.
Yeah. Well,
I remember we went to the store like when it was really late. We got in and got out.
Yeah,
There wasn't
I did
really
that
a
too.
lot
was-
there, but yeah.
Yeah, it was empty. I mean, I waited too because I'm like, I'm not gonna wait like hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was empty. All they had was, I don't even remember.
I
Yeah,
saw
we,
that line in Orlando and walked right on by it. I had stuff to do.
Pat and I got our first live interview in that line and made friends for life, which is fantastic. So yeah, 7.5 hours to make friends, which is fantastic.
That's cool. That's cool. It's amazing how now after we've been doing this podcast for how long, how many of you guys were here? We probably crossed each other and,
Yes.
and not even known.
Ro, I will tell you a story. I was getting rid of pictures off my phone because I was getting close to memory, and the 500 or so pictures of Chicago, I was archiving onto my computer, and you can believe
You saw
all
me?
I did. No, I would have told you right away if I did. There was one guy I thought it was you, with those rapping stormtroopers. The guy was all blinged out. There was one guy I thought it was you because like, oh my god, is that Ro? But no, unfortunately, it wasn't. I actually spent probably a good half hour looking for every person that I've met on Twitter in the background of those photos. And obviously, I'm familiar with the foreground that we were in or not. But I scoured those pictures just to see if I could ever post one that was like, "Hey, you were in our shot. We didn't even know you." But yeah, that's a fascinating thought.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I totally did the same thing.
Okay, that's really sad.
Yeah.
Rob's
Well,
had enough time
yeah.
to answer incorrectly. So
I did.
The question was our final sudden death question. Who is the first character in the movies to mention the name Palpatine? And for this, we are going to start with Charles. Charles,
What a surprise.
who is the first character to mention the name Palpatine?
I'm going to say Queen Padme Amidala.
That is correct, Charles.
He's so shocked.
And how much did you wager, Charles?
11:37, just in case. 11:37.
Trevor, do the math. Oh wait, Trevor got it wrong. Look at Trevor's face.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh man,
Oh,
I don't
wow.
care if I don't win this, but I just won.
Ro, if you don't get a screenshot of Trevor's face for us to use it,
Oh,
he's got to be the
God.
thumbnail for this one.
That's okay.
Yes,
I got
please
one.
get that. All right, so Trevor, what's 1138 plus 11, or what's? Oh, you just know you're 0 plus 1137. So yeah, Charles is currently in the lead with 1137. Lauren, what did you answer?
I said Padme as well.
And what did you wager?
11:30.
Don't take this from Charles.
11:38. 11:38.
Oh,
There you go.
Alright.
That's the way it's supposed to be done.
Went for it all.
Rob. What'd you say, Rob? Oh, God.
Padme. Oh God, what did he wager though?
Drama.
However, suckers, 3,720.
Oh, dude.
I thought you could only wager between
That was
11:38.
the odds. That was the odds against this thing going on all night.
That's an unfair wager because that was
Alright,
out
it
of the
is.
scope.
So I will say I've been disqualified.
Yeah, you've been disqualified for an improper wager, but really, I just want to get to Trevor's answer because I don't think it's Padme.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, C.O. Bibble is a fantastic character, but I wrote Queen Amidala, so all right.
Oh,
There we go.
You didn't say
1138.
Pat.
All right. Yeah, I know. I thought it'd be fun to try to fake like I got it wrong, but no, not tonight.
We're still using you as a thumbnail.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
At least his
Right.
bed is made.
Yeah, of course. I had to make the bed before I get on here. Okay, that's the tradition now.
Ro, did you answer as well? I know you were thinking about it. Did you say Padme?
I did say Padme. I was the first
All
one.
right.
That's the one that stole the speech.
But,
Yes,
but
Padme.
yeah,
that was the one.
yeah. Queen Amidala said, "Senator Palpatine, what's happened?" You know, after the hologram was going
Yes,
through
thank
some
you, Trevor.
disruption.
Yeah.
You actually
we
lose
didn't answer.
points
We
if you
didn't answer.
explain your answer.
All right, cool.
All right, so Charles did very well with 1137. Rob was disqualified. So it looks like Lauren and Trevor are the champions.
What?
of our third Squadron
what?
Showdown.
You really
I
disqualified?
thought we were
I
going to
did.
do another tiebreaker with myself and Lauren.
Oh, good Lord, Trevor.
What? Oh, come on. That's
I'm
only
up for
fair.
it. Let's do it. What the hell? Why not?
Fine.
Or, yeah.
Ro, make small talk.
You guys look marvelous.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So are we just going to keep going until one of us gets it right and the other gets us wrong, or are we going to keep betting points?
Yes, now you can bet between 0 and 2187.
And 2187.
Yeah.
All right. Time to make a quick letter change from an 8 to a 9. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, don't overbid or they'll disqualify you for being right.
Yeah.
You're a winner in my book, Rob.
Boy, that counts for nothing.
Charles finished and you didn't, Rob. How does that make you feel?
I'd cry, but I don't have any tears left.
Crocodile tears. Come on now.
All right.
I'm not Orlando.
You guys got your wagers in?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right. What Britain, I just want to say Britain, what Britain portrayed the Supreme Chancellor of the Galactic Senate at the start of the Phantom Menace? Who played the Supreme Chancellor at the beginning of the Phantom Menace?
While you're all waiting for an answer, I'd like to announce the breaking news that the Jedi Temple Archives will be joining the Beyond the Blast Doors network.
Bro,
You are
that's okay.
terrible.
Bro, cut his mic off.
Where's the boot hammer?
You are terrible.
How much Rob is too much Rob? That is the question. We just got our answer.
Wow.
Start practicing your selfies, Rob.
Oh my god.
Oh
What
my
you think?
God, I can't take
Trevor,
this.
I can see you Googling on your phone.
No, this is entirely my notebook here. My phone is up here, so you would have had to see me reach up there. See, that was just for the scores. So,
So serious.
Tablet.
Right here.
He's sitting on his tablet.
All right.
For the love of God.
All right.
Lauren, do you have an answer?
Yep. 2187, and then my answer is Mr. Ian McDermott. I'll go with it.
That's at the end.
That's
This was at the beginning.
All right. So my turn.
So Trevor's got
Yes,
it.
Trevor. Your turn, Trevor.
Okay, so my answer for who portrayed the Supreme Chancellor at the beginning of the Phantom Menace is Terrence Stamp.
Well done, sir.
And then my point value is 2,138. So
I'm sorry, that's wrong, Trevor.
Terrence stamp.
Yeah, it's wrong.
You know, stamping things and it's Terrence.
I'm just messing with you, Trevor. Congratulations. You are the winner.
All
of the
right.
first Squadron Showdown.
All right.
Would you
Fantastic.
accepted the limey as an answer?
Wow. Bro, you're not helping.
So let's see.
It's one thing for me not to have a filter. It's another thing for you to showcase it.
So that's 6.
Showcase it. Everybody knows.
True.
Hey, do you guys quick little trivia on that Terrence Stamp scene at the beginning there? Obviously, John Williams is also responsible for the Superman soundtrack. If you go back to that scene, you can hear a little bit of General Zod's theme when Terrence Stamp portrays does his scene. So, really cool thing. You can hear like a little, that's pretty cool. Classic music cue.
Christopher Reeves. There you go.
Hey, Ro, are there any other connections between Superman and Star Wars?
You know, I'm glad you asked. There is another connection between Star Wars and Superman. If you
Capes.
recall,
Capes.
no, not capes. So some
But there
capes,
is,
but
yeah.
specifically the box, the chest that Obi-Wan takes Luke's or Anakin's lightsaber out when they first meet. That box is the same box that the kryptonite is stored in when Lex Luthor tricks Superman into, coming down in that subway thing. He takes that, supposedly it's made of lead, and he thinks that something's in it. And when he opens it, he realizes it's the kryptonite necklace that he puts it on Superman. And those two are the same exact props. So props to
And-
the props.
It's the same chest that I will bury Ryan Johnson in.
Whoa!
How much Rob is too much Rob?
Hot take.
We have our
Chris.
answer.
I'm just kidding.
Hashtag
I have
what is
no
Rob
idea.
drinking?
Not enough, unfortunately. But yeah.
We are going to kick you out the blast doors.
Well, then I'll know what's beyond them.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm not taking that bait. I'm not taking it.
Don't do it. I'm starting to see. I'm starting to
Awful.
see why.
Awful.
They're not watching.
Yeah.
They don't even
well,
follow us.
so who is the victor? Who's got the bragging
Trevor.
rights?
It's Trevor.
Jeez, man.
Trevor.
Wow.
Charles is
For the
more-
record,
yeah.
I have the bragging rights out of our Red 5 crew, so I'm just going to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
record with that. So
Yeah, I know.
For the record, For the record, Brad was
How-
all about disqualifying me any way he could. And all he did was hurt
For the
our
record, Rob, you weren't following the instructions, so there you go.
instructions are a suggestion.
Anyway,
I'm not
Okay,
part of the
then.
Galactic Empire.
I don't make the rules. Wait, no, I do make the rules. That's why you're just.
All right.
Imperial, your rules.
Well, I just want to know, how do I go about joining, the Red 5 network? Like, when's my initiation ceremony?
That was it. Your trials have started, young Trevor.
There was this. Yeah, there
All
were
right.
trials.
I will sponsor Trevor.
Who's giving Trevor the globe, like in Phantom Menace? Who's giving him the globe? Someone's got to give him one.
Jeez.
Trevor, if you can send me a picture of yourself going like this, I'll Photoshop the globe over you.
What?
globe in
Is
the
this good
center,
enough, or I'm gonna have
That's
to recreate it?
That's
Okay.
perfect.
Hey, we'll make it clickbait and put his defeated face on there, and then Rob can hold the globe right above.
Yeah, that. Okay.
I volunteered to sponsor Trevor because I gave him crap about his bed not being made a long time ago, and ever
Yeah.
since he's been Johnny on the spot. So
Yeah.
he's the kind
Only
of
for
guy.
these recordings, though. Okay,
No,
that's the
I'm
condition.
I'm
Never
absolutely-
make my bed unless I'm recording.
I am absolutely clear of that, but Pavlov sent me a letter and wanted to congratulate me.
Poplu sent you a letter?
Yes, Pavlov.
Oh my god.
Clearly not, or I would have known the actual name of the Ewok. But
Apple's
I
dog.
knew that was gonna be a good one. I told you,
You know,
guys to
Tre-
bet 0. You didn't listen to me.
Trevor has always been a good sport and a wonderful contributor to the Scare of podcast with his questions for Sentry Mode. We obviously, all of us, consider him family, and welcome to the Red 5 Network family, Trevor. You've always been part of us,
All right.
no matter what.
All
Bring it
right.
in for a hug. Come on, bring it in. Bring it in
All
for a hug.
right. All right.
Social distance hug.
Thank you so much, Ro, and as well to Lauren, Rob, Charles, and our
The other
host
guy.
Brad. Yeah, exactly. I thank you all so much. I mean,
Let me know if you need any help with a logo, Trevor. I'll work with you, man.
Okay. Well, Yoshi on a motorcycle is my current logo. And then I got the Yoshi amiibo right here.
You're
So,
on a tightly made bed.
yeah.
I got you covered. No, we don't have any fun.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice if we had a laugh here there.
A little laughter from
Today,
time to
from
time.
Pizza and Parsecs, it is a little salty in here, which is
It
why that
is.
pineapple comes in help. It comes in helpful. That sweetness helps cut the salt.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's right. They won the poll, so 52% of people think you need pineapple on pizza. Next time, I plan on doing Family Feud Star Wars edition. So I think we'll do 2 versus 2. So we'll get some volunteers for that. That's a pretty fun game too. So
I'll do it.
We'll try that out next time.
Excellent. I'm tweeting out the official announcement that Trevor Beast is part of the family.
Well, I do
There we go.
want Charles on my team for Family Feud. One of the few people who's actually ever beaten Wookiee Radio.
There we go.
There
Boom.
you go.
Again, Pat was with me. I never said I was the smart one.
Yeah.
Or the pretty one.
I say that all the time.
Oh, I'd say that all the time.
My daily mantra.
Now we're gonna have questions. Is Trevor a Mary Sue? Because everybody knew Trevor was gonna
Oh,
win.
No, I thought the Pap Lou proved that I'm not, though.
Well, it was meant for you to
that's the
throw
one
that
question
one.
I missed. I got 8 right. That's the one I missed. So I'm 8 for 9, 88.88%
Oh my God,
accuracy
Trevor,
rating
stop
so
it.
far. Yeah, I mean,
It's the dumbest phrase ever.
Trevor
Well,
Palpatine.
We'll defend you.
okay.
All right. So that was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And here.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Well
You can have
done.
my spot because I
All right.
basically was thinking if I didn't win, then I really can't afford to be running a podcast called the Jedi Temple Archives podcast. So I'm gonna have to hang it up. It's been real. You guys have been awesome.
Michael says Charles is the winner in his heart. That's so
Aw,
nice.
that's nice.
Aw.
Hey.
He's 4th place in mine.
Exactly.
I didn't think you had a heart.
Rob's gonna get a scolding and a spanking from Jocasta Nu when he gets back to the temple.
Well, it is Friday.
It's the only thing she uses her lightsaber for.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
See, usually I'm in the chat for all this stuff. Now I'm with you
all I
guys.
have to say, the
Oh my
experience I'm
God.
having here is the exact same experience I have with my coworkers because they give me that's terrible, but they're laughing their ass off at the same time. How am I not supposed to take that as encouragement?
Right.
So-
Exactly. And
Charles
it's funny.
has a special place in my heart, but that's only because my heart's enlarged anyway. So
It is funny that Lauren, you are in the chat when we do all this stuff, and then
Yeah.
not that we forget.
I'm
that there
usually
are late-
sleeping. I
Yeah.
way past my bedtime right now.
Just like
No,
the rest of the
really.
people in the chat. Yes.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
It's wonderful to wake up. It's wonderful to wake up and see that I've missed 482 messages. So
Oh
I
God,
will
yeah.
scroll through that and really, really great.
It's mostly just poll
Um,
jokes.
It is. Trevor,
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to
so
join our Red 5 Initiative private chat? We'd love to have you.
It would be an honor.
Excellent.
He can't see the past stuff that we've typed, right?
That is correct. But yeah,
I
guys,
kind of
it's
feel like
been
a
fun.
winner. I didn't lose a single follower in this, so I just want to say that I only have 509 Twitter followers, but they are incredibly loyal, and I thank every one of them for putting up with me.
If they're like
Definitely.
mine, all but 3 of them have muted you. So
Well, probably.
One in
I
particular.
appreciate the 3 that haven't muted me. You guys are great.
Oh God, what was her name?
What?
Who was the great? Never mind. I don't want to go down that road right now.
All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you for playing our Squadron Showdown. And once again, you guys disappointed me. Thank you very much.
We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming.
I do want to say, Ro, that that Charles and Pat and I are going to be working on a new commercial to make it up to you. So
That is
It's,
awesome.
look for that in the near future.
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah, and again, if I know I've said this in the chat, if anybody is interested in writing anything Star Wars related, just shoot it on over to us if you guys want. We'll stick it in the blog on the website. But folks who are still with us in the chat, head on over to red5network.com. We've got some great folks in there. Some of them you see before you, but there's a lot more behind the scenes as well. The other half of the Galactic Podcast, Andrea, cousin Andrea. You've got Rob is by himself, lonely. The other half of Conversations as well. Ooh, the child.
Oh, we have the child.
Yes.
Charles, would you like the
But-
child?
Talk about a preview.
That's creepy. Awesome. Yeah, so a lot of us are on red5network.com, and head on over there and check us out. We'd like to have some fun here and there, but a lot of our other friends that are also still in the chat, like David Triana, Followers of the Force, does some really great stuff. Thank you to Cam Ray and everyone else in the chat. We had, let's see, I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Phoenix Night Flame, thank you very much. Pizza and Parsecs. Is it Dave and Liz? Who else? Let's just scroll
Dave
on,
and Liv.
Liv, yeah. University of Coruscant, James noticed that we got a little salty there as well. Luke Hess. So a lot of people are enjoyed tonight's little broadcast.
And Ro, I don't know if you saw that message. There's a message from Followers of the Force tomorrow night. They got a live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern, all about Star Wars animation. So make sure you guys check that out.
Nice. I like me some Star Wars animation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Excellent. So yeah,
We should take a quick poll. What's everybody's favorite type of animation? Is it the Clone Wars? Is it the Rebels? Resistance? Which animation?
I love Rebels. Love Rebels.
Clone Wars all the way.
especially the latest season of Clone Wars, they really upped
Yep.
the ante technically.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to say that
No, go ahead,
X-wing fan cartoon that was made a few years back.
Oh, the Japanese
Oh, yeah.
version,
Yeah.
the look, the
Yeah.
anime.
Like why they didn't pick that one up and just use it, I have no idea. That you would have
And that
so
was
many problems.
yeah, and that was hand drawn, so it
Yeah.
takes a lot to do.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they got the
Yeah.
flavor down perfectly too on that one too.
Yeah.
I felt like that's what they were going for with Resistance, and they just didn't have a story to back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can agree with you there, Rob.
I'm ahead of the Death to Niku fan club, so if anyone wants to get on board with that,
Yeah.
We like Niku. He's funny.
yeah,
Well,
we need to talk
I,
about what's
Awesome. All right, I'm out of beer.
This is the reason we wrap.
All right. Any last words before I end the broadcast?
Rob.
Rob, you have to frame that. You need
Yeah, that has to go in a frame. Oh, there you go. There's Trevor.
Terrence Stamp, the one who stole the speeder bike.
I'm a little concerned about the fact that he knew the name of the actor, but
Oh, he's a great actor.
How can you not know Zod?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How can you not know?
and the Limey. I mean, come on.
Kneel to Zod.
Blimey.
That's a great movie. That's a fantastic movie.
Oh, Charles is still with us. Oh, hey, Charles.
I'm studying for next game. If you
Oh,
work,
okay.
in-
You watching
He's-
Trevor's YouTube feed?
He's studying Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
We're having trivia next
Yeah,
week
there you go.
with Dave and Liv from Pizza and Parsecs. So,
There you go.
There you go.
Wait.
Small community, but very dedicated.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
we're
okay.
dedicated.
So I have to say it was. Let's see. So it was, if I can think right.
Rob.
Okay. Nerd Barrage, if that was it, but then I also watched Star Wars Trivial Pursuit Game Night by Blind Wave
Oh, I
right
like those
here.
guys.
Okay, so yeah. This video right here was very.
We all know what causes blindness.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, and then their video has 69,000 views instead of 583.
Yeah.
So
I like Blind Wave. They're
69,000
good.
people watched a Trivial Pursuit game.
yes, that is
Blind Wave's
correct.
got. I like them a lot. I watch them.
Quarantine's really taking a toll on some people.
I'm enjoying watching. I'm enjoying watching the emotions play across Rose's face as he rethinks that idea of getting Pat and Charles and I on a live stream to just riff on stuff. So yeah, apparently that's not going to happen.
Hashtag blocked.
Hashtag put away the ladder, Pat.
Get the face shield.
Yeah, definitely check out. Are you going to put that on Conversations or are you posting it on Twitter tomorrow?
It'll be
Yeah.
all over the place. Yeah, I'll put that.
I
Everywhere.
hope it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Prepare yourselves for what happens when nerds go wild.
Pat had a couple extra hours between shifts, and I'll be posting that tomorrow. What he created.
So
boy.
Nerds Go Wild 7 was definitely the best
Thank
out of
you.
that series.
Thank you, Pizza and Parsecs. I thought my reference had gone amiss, but no, it seems that someone was paying attention. Ro and at least a couple other people in chat thought I was going a completely different direction.
I mean, can you blame us?
No, I mean I totally was,
Okay,
but
okay, there
I
you
saw
go.
that
All
and I took it as an out.
That's a nice website.
It is. Holy enormous logos.
So
Nerdy
multiple
Beast.
things cause blindness.
Yes.
Yeah, the site looks real good.
Yeah, look at those duotones. Very nice, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so join us over there somewhere.
Or it's past Trevor's bedtime. We got to put him to bed.
No. I mean, I've been up since 3 a.m. this morning. No
What?
naps.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. My sleeping schedule can get pretty chaotic, especially when they release new episodes of Mandalorian and Clone Wars. I have to stay up to watch that stuff. And then
I got $50. I got $50. It says if he's got multiple live streams in a week, he sleeps on top of the sheets.
I only understood like 30% of what you just said. So.
That's fine.
That's awesome.
Oh,
I can't
God.
wait till Trevor joins the chat. It's going to be fantastic.
Aw.
Totally.
As my parents always told my sister, he only makes fun of you because he loves you.
It's a
But
sign
he's
of-
only
Trevor just got-
he's only going to
Trevor got
understand
picked up Red
13% of
5
it.
got kicked off the internet, too.
All right,
Mm.
guys.
Oh no, Trevor's
final thoughts?
banned.
I mean,
Aw, Michael.
That's what
that's
happens
not
when you
nice.
join Red 5.
I know.
You tend to get banned from other places.
Yes.
But we
well,
like you.
Yeah, I know. Frankly, 2med2, I don't give a damn.
Whoa!
No.
Trevor will be appearing on the Salty Nerd podcast.
Michael
His name is
followed
now
up
Trevor
very
Vader.
quickly. He said until the next time he comes back on. So you see, there's the photo.
Okay. All right.
However,
Trevor Vader 74.
if you're placed in carbonite while doing the other thing, your eyesight will never return.
Oh my God.
No way you're not.
Not to mention, you make for a really awkward block of carbonite.
Lauren is turning all sorts of shades of red.
'Cause
Especially
first of all, I'm hot. I'm hot because I'm in the
Oh.
room with no fan on, so I'm like sweating. But
You know-
Rob being ridiculous isn't helping though either.
when you defrost the carbonite and then all the white stuff. That's when it gets really awkward.
Oh, it does.
So glad I
Someone
could be
who
on
loves
today.
you. Oh my God!
And then that hut laugh. Oh, there's just no one hearing that.
All of Jabba's palace to see you there.
Wow. This is the
Hey,
Star Wars nobody wanted.
By the
This
way,
is the content everybody's watching right now. So yeah,
Brad,
it's
you
good
got,
stuff.
Right.
You got one more question for a Scarif swag giveaway.
ooh,
I got a whole box full of questions.
for somebody in the chat.
Ooh.
Is there
And,
anyone left in the
alright.
chat?
I am, so. All right.
You're part of the network now. You don't get any of the bennies of being a follower.
A signed Dominic Pace Gecko Marvel Comics little card there.
That's sick. I like that.
So think of a question and
Yeah, I got a good one for the one person in the chat to see if they can get it right. Which Trevor? You can't answer, Trevor. Stop.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right.
You're now part of the group, so you're
Okay.
not allowed to get
All right.
prizes.
All
right.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Which two words does Lord Vader utter after he tells the bounty hunters, "I want them alive"?
Pizza
Which two
and
words does Lord Vader utter after he tells the bounty hunters, "I want them alive"?
Oh, come on, chat.
Told you no one's left.
There we go, David.
Joey's got like a whole wall full of stuff. But yeah, you're right, Joey.
but you're right.
Wait, did Joey win
What?
again?
Yes,
I
Joey, want to get? Wait, how did
saw David's coming first.
you want to give it to Dave? Oh, how did
I saw
the chat's
Followers
weird
of the
because-
Force and then 2med2.
Yeah.
Those are the two I saw.
The chat's weird because Joey was the first one I saw, and then these other ones popped up above it.
Yeah.
But now the order I'm seeing is Followers of the
That's
Force.
what we call swag lag.
Swag lag, yeah.
I'll have to make it a hashtag now.
By the
right,
way,
so-
I have. Oh, go ahead. You finish the giveaway, and then I've got another offer for you.
All right, Brad, pick three winners of that last
Followers
one.
of the Force. Followers of the Force. Pizza and Parsecs. Dave and Liv, and then Joey.
Trevor.
I'm just
For
gonna,
answering, Trevor, you are volunteering to give away one item.
Hey, by the way,
Alright,
Rob,
So
Yes.
when Pat found out that you were disqualified, Pat replied, Rob, he's a stupid Orabesh fluent jerk, but he didn't deserve that.
Good one.
all right, so
Special for him when we meet up.
There we go.
Brad, pick a winner for the Mandalorian card signed by Dominic Pace.
Didn't I just do that?
No, I didn't hear you. Anyways,
You need to disqualify like 5 or 6 of those answers and then give it to somebody else.
because I'm gonna go down the line and hold up 3 different things for 3 winners, and the first thing is this signed thingamabob that Dominic signed for us, and
Okay.
it's really nice.
Yeah, I want the winner is me for that one. You've got my address now, so send it to me.
Lauren's like, yeah, this is a bunch of goobers.
I'm going back to the chat.
Yeah.
I'm going
Follows
home and
of the Force.
rethinking my life.
David
I'm
from
already
Follows
doing
of the
that.
Force will get that.
Make sure Andrea knows she was the lucky one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who gets it?
Follows of the Force.
All right, so David Triana of
David's
Followers
gonna
of the
get that one.
Force. You're going to get this Dominic Pace signed Mandalorian comic book cover card. Which
I'll
is really
DM you
cool.
my address.
All right, next in line, we've got a Mandalorian rubber patch and a Dominic Pace Bounty Hunter sticker.
Oh.
Also send those to me.
This is getting easy.
Who's next?
That would be Dave and Liv, Pizza and Parsecs.
Dave. All right.
Nice.
And last but not least, and this is really cool because it's big and you can put it on a cool jacket, and you can become part of the guild. It's a Dominic Pace patch.
Ooh,
Really cool.
that is awesome.
Super cool.
That is very.
And that goes to Joey.
All right. Patch.
We should just have like a weekly swag box for Joey.
I know he's won like three things.
Is Cam
Um,
gone, or did Cam get something?
Yeah, Cam should get something just for being Cam.
I know, right?
He gets Ro's hat. Ro, take your hat off. That's for Cam.
Oh, there you go.
Rob quit on us. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, darn.
All right.
He's back.
So
Darn.
I will make sure to get these things out to our winners, David, Dave, and Liz, and Joey.
Liv.
Live, not Liz.
Oh my God! And I wrote down Liz
Twice.
twice. Just change.
At
your
least
name
they're
to
not Red
Liz.
5, Ro. At least they're not Red 5.
I was gonna say thrice, Charles, but he didn't
We've
say
got to
thrice
do
yet.
some kind of bonus giveaway for the Krennic Cares thing, and I will volunteer a Krennic Black Series
Ooh.
because he doesn't
Nice.
care.
Here, let's put that full screen. It deserves to be
Wow.
just nice.
I love
Ben
Krennic.
Mendelsohn.
I bet we'll see him in the Cassian series. I got a feeling
I
he'll
hope
be
so.
in there. I really do.
I'm gonna
I mean,
I'm gonna
Safe.
listen to your episode tomorrow.
40%
Lauren.
chance.
It was a fun one.
Please, everybody, though, check out that hashtag Krennic Cares. We've gotten, like Rose said at the top of the show, gotten some great feedback on that so far. A lot of great charities that people have said that have run the gamut of causes. Even a lot of the Red5 family has submitted some charities on there. So please do check that out. And thank you, Rob, for that. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
like,
let me know. I'd say select someone who responds to that thread with whatever charity they're thinking of, and I'll make sure to get that shipped out on behalf of the JTA podcast and Red 5.
sweet. I
Excellent.
think I'll try to do something this weekend for that then.
Cool. Yeah, please do.
And Pizza and Parsecs, we have your address correct in the database of the Google Doc. If not, go ahead and DM us, but I think we have it.
Mhm.
I know we have Joey's address. It's on speed dial number 4.
It's way above my address, which took you a year to get.
That's true. You kept it a secret for 10 months.
It's just I kept forgetting to respond to you.
Yeah, you should be getting some swag incoming here pretty soon, Brad.
Sweet.
Well,
like I said, I got a
we
bunch
just
of
got some
stickers.
stickers in too, so we'll have to start passing some of those out. Krennic Cares. Nice.
Very nice. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, guys, take a look at the hashtag on Twitter, Krennic Cares. We just like to give back where we can.
Krennic cares, but not enough to do it digitally.
Awesome.
It's a great hashtag, though. It's a fantastic.
Yeah, I know. What we
Yeah,
stand here amidst Krennic's achievements, not ours.
Well
what
said.
he cares about,
Well
what
said.
he cares about is up for discussion.
Keeping
All
his
right,
cake
guys.
cool.
It is past Lauren's bedtime, and she's in a really hot room. So plus, we don't know what Rob is going to end up saying.
Oh, I'm done.
Boo.
The queue is empty.
Excellent. All right, guys. Everybody in the chat, thank you very much for joining us tonight on the Red 5 versus Trevor Beast Star Wars trivia tonight on Red 5 YouTube and Twitch. Thank you, everybody from Twitch and the Red 5 Network, as well as Brad and myself from the Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast and the rest of our team, Lauren, Charles, Trevor, Rob. It's always sunny on Scarif. Isn't that correct?
And that's the scuttlebutt.
Where are your
Awesome.
tugs, Dan?
Thank you, guys. Woohoo! Not yet. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, I got to go upstairs and start the divorce paperwork, and we'll be good to go.